Thank you for the early thumbs up and the likes. Let's check our angles and see where we're looking better. It might be that. Okay, so, hey. We're talking Libra moon, all right? Um, it is still a little blurry out here. We're talking Libra moon today. How Chiron and Aries are impacting it. The fact that Mercury is in Libra. Thank you for that next thumbs up. Appreciate you, squad, gang. Here's what this looks like today. This looks like a Chiron in Aries very soon. The moon is not there yet. You're beginning to feel this, but it has not happened yet. I'm going to share in order what I have been given. Today is a doozy, okay? I'm not going to sit there and stunt with you. Thank you for the early thumbs up. Check the chat and join my email list. Just yesterday, every Sunday, we have an email that does go out. Thank you. I see extra thumbs up dropping right now. We do have an email list that does go out every Sunday. So if you're looking to see what these things look like on the back door, on the back side, my partner and I have been getting more and more serious and making sure we're giving you the most up-to-date information. When I say up-to-date information, what I'm talking about right now is there's a tremendous energetic shift on, really recognizing your ego has a purpose, really recognizing that your ego has a place in this world. Okay, so if you feel like you've been suffering from wounds to the ego, deep wounds, especially you were going through a healing rebirth. Is that secret that I saw? You just came into my mind again today. I swear we're starting to hit the sync. The energy is vibrant. Yeah. We're starting to hit in sync. Elijah, man, I know loneliness is an illusion, but the energy today hit me like a brick. So this is where the ego wounds, this is where the deep wounds is happening, because the shadow of Libra is the ego. All right, we're talking Aries. Lord knows I got 3 Aries in my Chiron is in Aries this year, like everybody else's for our progress charts. Thank you for that next thumbs up this year. So what does that mean, especially for somebody with a lot of Aries energy? Elijah, I know we did our astrotherapy session 101, and I know you have Aries energy, so shout out to you. Secret, I know we did our chart as well, but I don't know if you have a lot of Aries, to be honest. But I don't think a lot of Aries is there, so this may hit you differently. But you have a lot of Libra, so this will hit you differently. For those of you who have Libra, it'll hit you basically on opposite ends of the spectrum. You're gonna hit on the shadow sides, and this is what that's gonna look like. You're gonna get hit on the shadow side of each other. My midhaven is Aries, so your career, Bruja Mermaid, what's up? Feeling gloomy all day. Christian, what's up? Gang, Libra moon. Hey, I'm happy to see y'all in here. You know what? And so I'm gonna hit y'all real quick. I'm gonna tap y'all in. As soon as I tap that bell, that rain just struck. The rain just struck my head, and I hear it. But we're gonna do the message. Ain't nobody gonna keep us down. Ain't nobody gonna keep me back. Because if I must, I will carry your ass all the way inside, back into my apartment. Because I feel rain. I feel little drizzles. They're trying to keep me away from the message. Yo. The demon energy today is only about, are you willing to make the shifts and be adaptable for anything you yourself? Okay. Energy today. Mind you, there's water in your lungs. There's water in your bones. There's water in every part of your life. Without water, we as a civilization, without creativity, without divine feminine energy, we cease to exist. We cease to matter. If there was only divine masculine energy, okay, today's getting crazy. It's starting to blow. I got more rain droplets. Yeah. Reconnecting internet. They don't want the message to come out. I'm gonna go inside my house and I'm gonna rip this message today. Okay, here's the Libra moon going opposite soon. Mercury in Libra going opposite soon to Chiron in Aries. Our identity, our wounds, our personality, the reasons why you're feeling gloomy for Mermaid Bruja, the reasons why Elijah was getting hit with the lonely energy today. All right, this energy is going to be very, very clear. We're going to knock these demons out early. I thank y'all for those thumbs up. Y'all gonna stay with this message with me for real. These are deep wound healings. Okay. So what does that mean, and why does it matter? Somewhere in your life, especially in your relationship dynamics, romantic, mostly probably romantic, but I am going to say in all sincerity, You're going to have a little bit of that being in your business partnership as well. And a lot of us, if you're anything like me as well, this is happening because you have business partners as romantic partners at the same time. And you're learning how to better purify, because Libra is a purification energy. You're learning how to purify. All right, y'all gonna come with me. We're not gonna stop this transmission. You're learning how to purify the energy and the balance and the disbalance between what have you given, how have you served, how have you already gone through Virgo a little bit while Virgo is still in the sky in conjunction with Virgo's not conjuncting anything right now until retrograde Mercury goes retrograde, right? I don't exercise my demons, I don't exercise my demons, I exercise them. I don't exorcise my demons, I exercise them. Ooh, I like that. We are here wherever you go. Teamwork, gang. Just hopped in here. Yeah, progressed Aries Sun. Ooh, welcome to the Aries Sun gang. So you must have had a very late Pisces degree. If you because you're about 30 or something. So shout out to you. Aries natal in the 7th, 8th. Okay. So we can talk about what that means, because Jupiter is retrograde as well. So Jupiter is supporting the energy of Chiron in Aries. Everything Aries related is our most unique self. It's our most primitive and instinctual body. It's our most primitive instinctual thoughts and mind. All right. Before anything gets to progress before anything gets to progress and you begin to learn your worth in Taurus, after Aries comes Taurus, before you begin to learn your worth and you don't really care about your worth, so you can be ruthless in the ways in which you value your own worth, because you don't have any social manners yet in Aries, right? So this is one of the key things. There's not any social manners in Aries. It's just the most raw and primitive warrior. When we go back retrograde to April time frame, when the new moon was in Aries, you're looking at now 6 months ago, right? So 4 plus 6 is 10. So next month in October, at the same time we have the eclipse, the first eclipse coming. So y'all feeling eclipse energy a month early. So if you feeling unstable, you feeling unsteady, here come the rain. I'm glad I packed up. Here come the rain. I got rain on my screen. They're going. Hold up. Oh man, it's coming. It's coming. Hold on. It's coming. Ooh, it's coming. Yeah, I'm getting dropped on. I got my screen wet. Listen, so we're starting to really bring ourselves back retrograde to April. Now, you have to understand, I have different videos on Aries and all 12 zodiac signs on how will you impact it on Jupiter, for Jupiter in Aries. So you're going to understand you're going through a retroflexion of your philosophies. You're going through a retroflexion of your beliefs. You may have been thinking about some long distance and foreign travel, and you're really going back to that right now. And you're starting to look at things differently. You're understanding what do you need and what do you want. You're understanding what you need and you're understanding what you want. And they differ, but it almost doesn't matter. Oh, you're so nice. Thank you so much. Sure. You're such a nice human. My partner here already unlocked the door. When I'm coming in, the rain was like, I'm not gonna let the rain get me. All right. But what I do want is this. We're not gonna let this transmission. Wait, can you do me a favor? Can you grab this water right here? Yes. Before I drop it all over me? All right, cool. Thank you, I appreciate you. So Virgo energy, 3rd house, Gemini energy is a prime example. How it's about co-workers. It's about the people supporting and the people you are appreciating or you're not appreciating. Appreciating. The people you're appreciating, the people you're not appreciating. This is a prime example. This is mad love just coming right up, right? My partner took a moment to open the door, was already watching the live from a different angle. Didn't have to unlock the front door. 3rd house is starting to get into creative projects with others. 3rd house is starting to really understand. This is Mars and Gemini. The fact that the Libra moon is there, and the fact that Mercury in Libra is there, we are balancing out and purifying the ways in which we talk and communicate with our partner, the ways in which we talk and communicate with people who we're involved in creative projects with, right? But there's more, right? Everything you have already dealt with, because this retrograde energy has already been here in some way, shape, or form a couple times over the last year and a half, because this is about Uranus and Taurus involved, all right? So when Uranus and Taurus is involved, you are now... All right, let's get that like that. We got the new setup. Bang. Bang, bang. That didn't do anything. Come on, baby. Stop giving me trouble. Keep it easy. Stay easy. Alright. Okay, here we go. We good. So we got the Mars. No, excuse me. Mars and Taurus has already went through. So our actions are... I swear to God, they don't want me to do this message today. But there's a reason, so please hold on. There is a reason. We're going to simplify this. We're not going to get crazy. We're going to simplify it. What's that? Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to leave it like this. They want to... I'm not going to be doing all this. You're not going to take my vibe. This is why we brought the sound instruments. Thank you for the incense. I promise you, if you've been feeling gloomy, if you've been feeling lonely, if you've been feeling like the world, even your partners are currently against you, first I want you to hit the thumbs up. But if you've been feeling like that, it's because you are now better able to step into yourself, better able to step into your own personal energy. And because you're starting to do that, here's what's happening in reverse. Others don't want you to leave that comfort zone. Other people don't want you to leave that comfort zone. The more you step into yourself, the more you start stepping into your personality. If you are hitting those moments where you're feeling lonely, one is because you don't know how to necessarily fully be by yourself and be okay with that. Now that's something major. That's something other people will understand and feel that energy as well. So the only type of people that you will attract is other people who don't feel comfortable being alone. Other people will mirror back to you through their actions, because Mars is Gemini and Gemini is the mirror, okay? Gemini is the mirror. So if you have a dark, you have a light. You feel me? If you have a dark, you have a light. And so when you start getting this energy to mirror you, you gotta understand, everything Libra in the sky is throwing the shadow. It's showing you your shadow self behind Aries. So I saw Aries placement, a 10th house Aries midhaven for secret. This is a moment where you're being now mirrored, where your 5th house, at least in whole sign, would be automatically 4th house Libra. Right? You would automatically be 4th house Libra. So it'd be like a lot of harmonizing and sharing things with your family, and always balancing out the family dynamic, always feeling like, without you being the critical piece, that business just won't get done in the family, that the objectivity that's necessary for the ancestry and for the emotional stability and foundation for the family, the ways of the family, you're going to recognize for the placement like that, you're going to recognize where have you yourself forsaken your career or your own reputation, because you have Aries in the 10th, automatic, the shadow will be on the other side. Where have you forsaken your own career? Where have you forsaken your own image in order to try to balance out the finances, the ancestry? This could be like, I'm almost getting like a will. If you have people dying in the family, you may be overgiving, overextending by realizing this just has to get done. So you might be the one that wants to pay the funeral bill, right? To be like, okay, well, I'll take the casket. And it's like, you ain't even that close to the cousin, but nobody else is doing that. And you're like, this is just fair. This is just. This is high. But with this energy, divine love, it must be understood that it also is coming from self-love. It must be understood that it also comes from a space of self-love. If you are not taking time during the transits while Mercury is in Libra to balance out and purify those partnerships and actually love yourself as cliche as it sounds, we just can't care about that. We have to see this way more objectively and not care about what the cliches say and recognize that self-priority now. Alright? Because the gloomy and doomy energy, the people are feeling alone, that is the energy that people are feeling because you, and myself included, I have to check in with where have I become so accustomed to helping other people that I forgot to go ahead and do the work and help and heal the shadow elements and take action on shadow elements continuously on myself. There's never a point where I'm going to just be at an all-time high, in a form of a hierarchy where I don't have to go back and make sure. That is things, me as a triple Aries, Sun, Moon, Mercury, in the head, okay? Now, even outside of that, Libra energy is purification. So when you have the Moon in Libra, it has a very objective sensitivity on its emotions. The card I got today was the Queen. Look through with the Queen type bossed on diggity energy of a divine feminine. She can sit there and say, look, she's off with your head type energy. The swords cut. Right? They always tear things. Mars is in a wind energy. So it's like wind energy is slashing type energy, right? So it's like through communication, through words, be very mindful, everybody, with using this transit and being cutthroat in a way where your words are not polished, your words are not diplomatic, your words are not harmonious, because you're gonna lose in this transit, all right? This is the transit where you lose, because the type of people who know how to deal with others, but in a very posh way, where there's a win-win scenario, there's a win-win situation and outcome. If you are unable to do that through communication, and you are unable to be adaptable right now, you're gonna really, really suffer. We got you, Elijah. Bang. Yeah, completely new energy for me. I feel like I'm born again. Okay, so why that's so true for Elijah? Why that's so true? Why that's so true is you're ready for this owl energy. And this owl energy, and I'm gonna give it to everybody because I had a dream that's gonna play into this, and it plays a little bit into sexual masculine energy and how sexual masculine energy is being used as well as misused, okay? So sexual masculine energy is being used and at the same time it's being misused. And I had a dream last night literally about oral sex, which is why you want to make sure you stay close and stay in tune, because I had a dream last night literally about oral sex. But now what is the masculine definition of your genitals? What are the genitals for the male? Literally, it is his life force. It is his sexual energy. It is his kundalini, right? So how are you taking care of or not taking care of your kundalini? How are you nurturing that energy or not nurturing that energy? So I had a dream about that. And that's the most critical piece to the masculine. It is his genitals, right? And in a lot of ways for the feminine as well, but the feminine does come more naturally in tune with divine feminine energy, so she naturally has her throat chakra and more access to crown chakra. The only problem is she may not necessarily be grounded, right? So she has to learn how to breathe that energy down and coil that energy down to the sexual energy, to the sacred energy of the sacral chakra. But for the male, he's more naturally and closely in tune with what? His sexual energy. It's much easier for a male to actually use his creative sexual energy, especially more frequently. Now, a lot of times that's still happening unconsciously. There are still very many men, and this is why I think this dream came up, but it's gonna stick with me because this is going somewhere. This is definitely going somewhere. There's a reason why I had this dream. This dream wasn't just for me. When I woke up, I was almost like, what is this about? Because, man, this is, it's like, it's just an interesting ass dream. In all sincerity, let's get this audio plugged up. I feel like today is going to be a doozy. So out the works. We're going to get into this energy. We're going to help you understand this, right? What we first got, we got 4 animal cards, right? but I'm going to show you the order in which they landed. So the camel landed first, but I didn't even notice landed until like the next morning. All right, I dropped this card last night. I thought I picked all my cards up. That's the first one to land. It's a fire energy, and it can basically endure everything. It's asking us to take the cool elixirs within ourselves, which is Aries energy, like being able to take care of yourself, right? Being able to go through tremendous hardship, being able to go through tough terrain, being able to go through it all and even be dehydrated to the brim, but you still have the coolness within you, right? Camels able to store water within them so they can stay in the desert for long periods of time, which is why this is a fire animal. But look at the blue moon. It is still not losing its feminine and divine energetic composure during the time frame. So this is why the Queen of Swords energy was pulled up today, being able to be nurturing. Once you get past that exterior shell of like, you know, I'm unfuckwittable, right? This is kind of one of the energies. So this is the starter. But what I understood I got first was actually Lakshmi, right? So what is and who is Lakshmi? This is Vishnu's wife. So Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and the Hindu culture, Lakshmi is Vishnu's wife. And Vishnu's wife was stood for fortune, wealth, pleasure, power. These are key words. As I actually like this and hit the thumbs up button. These are key words. She stood for these things. And when you get the owl, it changes, but this is the white owl specifically. It changes in different cultures. But ultimately, the owl is meaning that, you know, wealth, fortune is pretty much yours. You're like right on the precipice. And if you are honoring yourself, especially the deep wounds, the healing, the rebirth that's being asked of you as you go through the South Node in Scorpio, bringing up those pains, bringing up those traumas. As you go through that, you're going to grow through that. And again, cliche, sometimes it's just about making sure that it remains simple, right? But it is just that simple. This is how we get divine justice. This is how we gain divine favor right now. Going through those deep wounds and realizing how easy it is right now with Libra, a natural energy to Aries and Jupiter, a natural energy to Chiron and Aries. These are natural energies. And why does it make it simple and easy right now? Because Mercury is in Libra. I do thank you for that thumbs up. The fact that Mercury is in Libra, this fortune is going to now be able to gain the shadow of Aries, which one of those things are. Libra has the mind, the mental capacity as an adult to do the finances that Aries may struggle with, to do you know, the taxes and learn how to see taxes and, you know, what you owe before Scorpio comes in 8th house of tax, 8th house of shared resources. Libra knows how to be social and polished and very just and actually work within the justice system, almost like a lawyer, to bring in fairness, to bring in more harmony. But the key thing with Libra energy is to never fall victim to people pleasing or the expectations, because Libra instinctually understands the expectations of everybody else. Thank you, I see that thumbs up. Libra understands the expectations of everybody. And so as a part of that, why that's so important is Libra will like to lose certain arguments or lose certain situations, even though they really want to fight, even though they really feel like there's something different at bay, and they know that they're not getting the best part or the best end of the stick. Libra will still, a lot of times, and this is the healing to Chiron and Aries on the shadow self, because Libra needs to learn from Aries. Libra will still forsake itself, forsake its needs, forsake its wants, forsake its desires, and it'll always understand how to make everybody else win while it's taking that position of the lost. It's taking that position of it has always worked and done everything for everyone else, where now it feels lonely when that next person that they've always been helping has now taken advantage of the time that they needed for themselves, the time they needed to take care of their own personal needs, the time they needed to take care of their own personal wants and desires, because Aries is desire type energy, want, need, now energy. So when people are taking this now energy and supporting themselves, Libra on the opposite, or wherever it is, might really feel like, well, who am I? Because the shadow of Libra is I am. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I thank y'all for those thumbs up. We're getting somewhere. Because the shadow of Libra is I am. So what they need to most focus on is to I balance what and who and how I am. The how I am is the Virgo energy in the sky. The sun is still in Virgo, so Virgo is like, hey, this is how I am. Because the sun is the exaltation of Aries, which is what I am. All right, listen, we're going somewhere. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying so far. I hope you understand what I'm saying so far. If you do, engage with me. Say something in the chat. Tell me, how have the day been affecting you? Have you been realizing yourself feeling like you're overcompensating for somebody else? Have you been finding yourself feeling more bold, more confident as you take a vote in the chat and recognizing like, look, in my relationship, my partner is the shit and I'm the shit too. And we can be the shit together. Are you in that type of energy? I want you to engage and really share something personal so that I can help you and I can really do my job as a freaking alien coming back here on Earth, right? Which is to support mankind, the ascension energy, the ascension symptoms of starting to get hives and breaking out and going through accelerated downloads with Uranus and Taurus. Now we're in retrograde, Uranus retrograde. It's like I'm here to help support all this energy because people are not feeling well, they're not feeling right. And I've always get these things a couple of days before. Yes. Thank you, God. Y'all see the angels is here? Do you understand what's happening right now? That's warfare. You hear those bangs in the sky? That's warfare. Dogs barking. This is Archangel Michael, Uriel, slashing and slaying right now. Okay, from the invisible. Y'all have no idea how much Neptune in Pisces is protecting us on a spiritual level. You have no idea. You have no idea how much Neptune, and no one talks about this. No one talks about this in astrology. Neptune in Pisces is the great dissolver. What, you think they're only dissolving our illusions and our dreams? They're dissolving your suffering. So how do they do that? They're protecting you on the metaphysical. They're protecting your spirit world. In moments like that, where you hear those bangs, Archangel Michael's going to war. Why? Because divine justice is here. Y'all saw how the rain started trying to come on me in the beginning of this message. Why? Because divine justice and divine love is here. Deep wounds are healing, okay? You're no longer going to be a punk little bitch no more. On some real, you're no longer taking that nonsense. You're starting to recognize the relationships that you've had. You recognize the people that you've dated. You recognize how they shat on your name. I, for myself, have recognized how people have shat on my name. I recognize how people have shat on my reputation just because of their own personal insecurities and the fact that they could not be who and what I am. And I laid down in a lot of these situations, and I tried to choose the harmonious path. I tried to choose, that lesser, quite frankly, that lesser version of liberty, that lesser version of autonomy in a relationship, that lesser version of freedom. That every time I would sit there and rise in status, rise in fame, rise in recognition, I had just the equal amount of parts of people who I was in relationships with, whether business or romantic, wanting to pull me down at the same time. This is Chiron in Aries. Clap the fuck back. Clap back. Clap back, it's a must. We don't have much of a choice right now because we keep forgetting that Neptune in Pisces is not going to be there forever. Eventually, Neptune in Aries will happen in 2025. So if you weren't doing this deep subconscious, which is Pisces, subconscious work, okay? Right now, for all my Scorpio risings or Scorpio Venus, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Sun, wherever Scorpio is in your chart, while Libra is in Mercury, while the Moon is in Mercury, guess what? This is deep emotional, deep emotional rewiring on the invisible and the esoteric scales of your familiar programming. What has been the program you have learned since birth? Thank you for that thumbs up. What are the things that are stopping you from abundance, clairvoyance, and the treasures that you are given, that you earned? Because 12th house is hidden enemies, yes, but it's hidden treasures, right? You get rewards for the deep subconscious healing and deep subconscious wounds that you address, especially if you took advantage of that in Cancer season. The progressed sun is in Scorpio. So that means you're becoming aware of, quite frankly, a lot of things, Secret. I almost had to take a deep breath on that one. That one, I tried to go into that. That channel was fat right now. That's too big of a channel. I can't even go into that right now. I wish I could. I'm gonna get sucked in. That's a hole. I gotta see that wormhole. I'm sorry, Secret. Hold your horses, okay? What I can say is, you're going to become very much aware of what the programs are that are within you, that is stopping you from investing properly in yourself, energetically exchanging your resources and properly using the resources of others, and how you value them, and how your self-esteem has been built on the resources of others in some ways, not in every single way. While Libra is in Mercury, you're going to mentally start thinking about these subconscious programs. You're going to start thinking about the suffering that you've endured. I was actually talking about you the other day because I know you were born on a Mars line. Mars is fucking war. Mars is about really, stepping up all their life. If you're staying on a Mars line, the longer you're staying there, more and more you're just like, look, I gotta fight to be me. I gotta fight for myself. I gotta fight to hold these boundaries. I gotta fight. I gotta sometimes run, okay, from these personal illusions I have in myself. I gotta sometimes run from the hate and the enemies that are coming at me and not have to fight every moment. I gotta learn how to balance that. So I'm gonna stop right there for the Scorpio suns, because you're very aware of the unconscious programming in this coming season. Not only that, you still now know who are your internet friends, who are the people who are supporting your hopes and your dreams, who are the people who rock with your aspirations. Why? Because the 11th house is Virgo. So you're going to get a redose of this when Venus leaves Leo and Venus goes back into Virgo. You're going to get another dose. I got to stay off of that right now. That is a whole nother talk. All right. Represents wealth, beauty, good fortune. There's an omen or a boon or a treasure that is on the way, either spiritual or in material form. This is happening so quickly because Uranus is in Taurus, the physical items that we have. All right, everybody hit a thumbs up. Help your boy out. Hit that thumbs up. Yesterday, the email just went out. I want you to type in your email list. If you didn't get it yet, you're on my list. I want you to type my little secret. Okay? My little secret. Little is spelled L-I-L apostrophe. My little Virgo secret, excuse me. It's spelled my little Virgo secret. So we gave out literally my little Virgo secrets that I'm not going to say here because it's going to stay private to my email list, okay? Thank you very much, Eileen. I appreciate that. My little Virgo secrets on the email list. Check that out. That list is growing. Eileen and I have been getting very serious on it. It's how Mars in Gemini has been allowing us to stay active with media, active with content, and really just show and reveal those dark and light aspects. Toxic positivity is a real thing. Toxic positivity is a real thing. And it's played out, it's done. Shadow work is the new real. Shadow work is the new love. Shadow work is the new self-love. You're going to see and know. Okay, I see is Sagittarius and I know is Aquarius. So what this is happening is, this is Saturn in Aquarius that's banging with your, This is Saturn in Aquarius that's banging with Uranus. I see and I know. The owl was always a sign of wisdom. I see and I know. All right, I know is Aquarius energy. And Sagittarius is wisdom. So, long story short, the Saturn in Aquarius square with Uranus is what is starting to actually take a lot of things from you, take money from you, take resources from you. You're starting to get charged out the woodworks, or at the same time, you're just getting deposit money from people that already owe you. So this is the two things that's happening, because we have Uranus in retrograde, we got Jupiter in retrograde. Jupiter is divine justice. This message today is divine justice. So if people owe you money, honestly, I got to apply what your personal placements are and stuff like that as well. But if people are owing you money, for a lot of us out there, people are starting to go ahead and pay their dues. Now, if you owe people money at the same time, you're going to find yourself starting to pay those dues. You might not be able to do it all at once. It might have to be in smaller chunks right now. And this is about Libra. Libra will automatically purify and get the wealth balanced, the beauty and the ugly in the world balanced. That's what Libra will do. That's what it's here to do. So this can be spiritual or material. So don't always think about this as actual physical money, because this is spiritual as well. How you work with this energy and gain this wealth, abundance, and this beauty right now is to further serve your dharma. So I want everybody in the chat right now, tell me, what's your dharma? Dharma is purpose. What's your dharma? What is your dharma right now? Right now. And understand that that can change tomorrow. Understand it could have been different yesterday. But I want to ask you, what is your dharma? And I'm going to share and type mine as well as I move to the next card that I got yesterday, which was actually the snake. So I'm going to share this because this is the next energy you're going to need to know. But first, I want you to type what's your dharma. I'm going to type mine as well. You know, for me, part of my dharma is what I'm doing right now. I want to engage with you. I want to see your questions. I want to hear your voice. I want your message to be heard. Okay? I feel you. Oh, okay. Christian, that was you with the Virgo sun. Okay, maybe I was blind. Maybe it's these glasses. I think I was jumping ahead first. Maybe that was a channeled message. One of the best superpowers, the psychic abilities of Leo, is channeling messages. I just learned that yesterday. I'm learning a lot lately. I'm going back through from like mentor to student, okay? So what is your dharma? That's the question, right? So I'm going to type right now. I'm typing as Hades Bruja. Eileen and I are getting ready to run a shop where we're using rainwater, okay, moon water. We're getting rainwater, we're collecting rainwater, we're starting to charge it into the moonlight, especially on full moons, especially on eclipses that's coming. We're going to have some water charged on the eclipse energy, and I'm starting to go ahead and make some hand bracelets, okay, some handmade bracelets. And this has become one of my Mars and Gemini hitting my 3rd house of creativity, and Virgo new moon hitting my 6th house of what is the work I'm doing every day and how am I serving. So Eileen and I is getting ready. Y'all know Eileen is more of the Mayan, excuse me, the Mayan Bruja, coming in and adding in the rituals, adding in the spell work, so that when we start this shipping company with the Bruja shop, I'm gonna say my dharma, when we start this company with the Bruja shop, understand that there's a tremendous process that's going behind this, as myself and Eileen are different versions of shamans, right? Like I know myself very clearly as a shaman. I come in with past lives. These are very simple for me. This is just like, this is my Cancer 8th house. This is like very much just a part of everything that I am, Cancer 8th house. And that dharma for me, my dharma is emotional healing for the suffering. It's just that simple. And I'm typing that as Hades Bruja, so stay tuned very soon. All right, we got a logo that we're gonna be forming. This is kind of the base logo. So this is Mars and Gemini, not really being so like doing everything, asserting yourself all in one direction, but a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay, understand how Mars and Gemini work. Today I just invited 2 people. One of them is in my WhatsApp right now, as I just saw the message just pop up on my iPad and my what is that thing called? This is a computer. Two different creative things happened today. I made literally 12 flyers today on Canva, okay? So the Virgo energy, the organizing energy of Virgo, allowed me to take everything chaotic in my life. So it's like, okay, I needed, 5 flyers. I needed, 4 flyers for this particular live, 4 flyers for the live I'm doing with a woman who's living out of UK. Actually, she moved from the UK. She's from the UK, but she's coming, I think, out of Oklahoma now. And another one who's living in Dublin. And so that's 4, 4, 4. So what's that, 12? So I made 12 flyers today, right? Virgo, Mars and Gemini. In that area, I put my creativity to then do what? My Saturn in Aquarius, which is like a part of Dharma, part of like what I'm here to do karmically, right? Which is to serve humanity, serve the group, leading the way as an Aries, right? Into Saturn in Aquarius, where social currency is the currency. So that's like me telling them, yo, here's everything that I had to learn through my life as an entrepreneur. I need you to get your links ready so people can book your services. Whether that's not a service and it's an email list, I need it ready. Somebody sent me today, okay, you do my bookings through my emails. I said, no, I need you to make a calendar. I need this. You have base requirements to come onto my channel. You're not gonna come on here and without a certain level of integrity, without a certain level of demand that's created and even increased through the engagement of your preparation, because again, I got the Four of Cups today. What's the Four of Cups? Somebody in the chat, tell us what the Four of Cups is. To me, what I understand that is you know, we are starting to prepare our emotional world and recognizing that we have some areas of our life overflowing, but we have other areas in our life where, you know, that success only got us to here. And the present moment is your success, your current success has only got you to here. But that has overflown into your other two cups. Two of those cups overflown into your other two cups, where those other two cups are not overflowing. Which would be something more like Eight of Pentacles, where like you're flowing now, you're in control of that, right? And this is just me learning more and more tarot. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to show you what the snake card is, all right? As you actually, again, hit the thumbs up. I see more and more people. In order to do that, your boy needs to use the bathroom because I'm drinking some tea. This is harmful tea, helps with inflammation. I put cracked black pepper, cracked it, okay, fresh. Turmeric. So we all know turmeric and cracked black pepper increases the synergetic bond, helping the inflammation in my body and the swelling of my mind from all of the learning I'm doing to decrease, as well as putting the cayenne pepper, that extra little spice, to help with Virgo and the small intestines, all right, to cleanse out with the lemon. With the lemon, I'm alkalizing and cleansing my blood right now, my lungs right now, right? Because the lung is 80% water. The bones in my body, the dry bones in my body is 30% water, okay? As a human, I'm made up of about 70% water, right? I respond to the moon and the salt water of the ocean. More water. Without water, we die. So it's like I no longer want to drink basic bitch water anymore, okay? 10-10, I've came out of my hell. I'm learning how to better manage my fire, right? I got a shit ton of fire where I need to take cold showers. For me, keep my engine going. I had a ice cold bottle of tequila in my freezer. I put that ice cold bottle of tequila on the back of my neck, up to my ears. I put it on my chest. I put it on my solar plexus where I was overheating. I put it on my back where I'm overheating. I put it in my armpits. These are one of the areas that we begin to have excess heat get out of there. Mercury in Virgo has allowed us to learn and organize the things in our mind and the new ways that we need to take care of our body. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So ready for the snake. Yeah, so many animals to visit me in my dreams. And the snake in the meditation. So the snake in the meditation has a lot to do with masculine energy today, actually. I told you last night I actually had a sex dream, oral sex, right, in my dream last night. And I said it a little bit earlier, I'm gonna get deeper into this message. The masculine identity for the male is in his genitals, okay? This is his manhood. This is his sexual center, where his creative energy, my creative energy as a masculine energy, as a masculine counterpart to my own feminine energy within me, this is the most important part. So what does it mean when you not have oral sex in a dream? And let's say a woman is actually giving me oral head, because that's nothing to do with sexual relationships, all right? So we got to better understand dreams. This is a part of what I'm here to do. It's part of my dharma. I said in the chat, this is part of my dharma. So I'm going to share this with you, but your boy got to use the bathroom. I got to drainage. Oh, sorry. I got the freaking mic over here. My bad. I got to drain the dragon. 1 second. All right, here we go. Today I came here to jack this message up right, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you, I came to fuck it up. So the masculine energy, okay, my dream last night, which was not all of it, but first off, it was a mother It was literally a mother, right? Who in my dream, it was a mother who in my dream, a mother, which is now feminine energy, who in my dream did what? She catered to my masculine energy. She catered to supporting and helping with the receptivity, helping with the attraction energy that's required for my purpose and direction as a masculine figure, as a masculine energy. Males need to know what purpose and direction is all about. Stick with me, because this message is about what a masculine energy of what? Mercury in Libra. The moon is in Libra. This is one of the biggest freaking masculine pumps that we've gotten yet, because Leo season is done. The Leo moon, right? That's so quick, right? 2 days. Mercury in Leo is done 2 signs ago now. That's the last masculine energy. Right now we still have Leo and Venus. Okay, so now we got what? The moon in a masculine sign, Libra. Mercury in a masculine sign, Libra. Venus in a masculine sign, Leo. Mars in a masculine sign, Gemini. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? These are all of our personal planets. Jupiter in Aries, not as much of a personal planet, but very personal to you still, Aries. That's 5. That's 5 of our top personal planets. Now the collective planets and the sun, of course, are more feminine energies. So when I get into this dream, and I get into this energy here, this is about untapped creative energy. The snake is it's not a highly evolved consciousness, at least not in this deck. The snake itself is the highest, some of the highest of evolutions, right? Throughout history. With the Egyptian kings and stuff, you have the snake, right? You got the when you got the third eye right there. So when you got the third eye in the Egyptian culture, this is us with our you know, essentially our divinity aligned with truth, especially our soul truth, our spiritual truth, our divine feminine truth. But that's when the sexual energy gets from the Kundalini, and it rises through breath work like I did right before this live. I took the time to set this up, and then I took the next 15 minutes to meditate and work the Kundalini up the spine, which is why what? My message is coming out clear, which is why what? The gods or the demons, whatever you want to call it, tried to rain on my day and start raining on my iPad. And it didn't rain. If you notice, it didn't rain. And I knew it wasn't going to, but I guarantee you if I stayed outside that spot, it would have poured on my head. It would have messed up my devices. So I guarantee it. Now understand, for my Scorpios out there, everything that Libra hits, the moon in Libra, the Mercury in Libra, understand that you're in the 12th house. But you got Mars and Gemini, so your gadgets might get lost. You might forget passwords. You might actually have to give up or surrender through carelessness or just absent-mindedness, being too lost in thought or in world of spirit right now. For Scorpio, all Scorpio placements, being lost in spirit right now. Scorpio, Venus, Moon, whatever your Scorpio is, that's the area you're going to be lost. I'm a Scorpio rising, so me and myself, lost in research thought, okay? This is how you're going to lose your material things. This is how quickly Uranus in retrograde can take from you. All right? So be mindful. But instead, what did I do? I said, nah, I understand the energies. I took a moment to breathe up that Kundalini energy. I see through this eye. I know that exactly what's going to happen before it's going to happen. All right? We need to stop pretending that clairvoyance is some freaking magical, mystical thing. Everybody's clairvoyant out there. Okay? Everybody's clairvoyant out there. All my Scorpios out there, you can see death before it happens. People who are clairaudient, people who are clairsentient, who can feel the souls of their emotion and energies of others. My Cancers out there who's empathic. The Pisces who are more clairsentient with soul energy lined up, understanding the energy of the soul. Okay, listen. Just don't let me get off. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. Your boy's excited. I've been saving a lot of energy for this. I haven't been talking to nobody today because I had to talk to you, because this is a global warning. This has nothing to do with my personal life. This is my service right now. This is my duty. Everybody needs to start running from their duty, myself included. Stop running from your duty. All right, so the snake is the guardian of unawakened magic. All right, I'm literally running the abundant reality right now. I got one-on-one clients right now, and we all practice magic. Okay, this is no secret. We in here doing godly work. We in here doing ascension level work. We're in here managing our spiritual ascension symptoms like freaking water to a fish. All right, it's just becoming a natural sense of I need a little bit of this difficulty. I need a little bit of this challenge right now of just not knowing how to remember all my magic, all my identity, everything I am. Not remember my ego in the most healthier ways. Everybody's getting an upgrade right now. All right, we all going through it. We're going through it flawlessly. We're going through it flawlessly because we're not going to pretend. I'm not going to pretend that magic is not real. No. So the snake is here to remind you that it's the guardian of the unawakened magic. All right, the creative potential within you. It is literally a symbol of your highest potential. Okay, it is said that the Shakti, all right, Elijah was one of the first ones. I remember saying on a live, I'm gonna hit y'all to access this thumbs up. Okay, access thumbs up. You want more of this private type witchcraft understanding, magical understanding? Join my email list. We just put out some of the key tips to Virgo on the email list. Type in my little Virgo secret. Okay, you're gonna start getting some of this stuff backdoor that nobody else knows about. Listen, I always wanted to create my own Harry Potter Institute. Okay, I always wanted to. The Institute of Life, my company, is exactly that. My own Charles Xavier X-Men Institute, where we learn what really exists. All right. My boy Elijah on here was talking the other day. He's doing freaking telekinesis. He sent me a video. My man was like, he said, and then the paper, the tinfoil was like. My man said, okay, watch this, P. He sent me another video. He's like, I'm going to make it lightning. I'm going to control the lightning. My man said, it didn't move. He was like, and that's just, come on now. Come on now. We're not playing games. Magic is real. Magic is real. So whether you believe in magic or not doesn't matter. This energy is asking you to take a moment to consider what would it feel like, what would it be like to tap into the untapped potential of the magic within you. All right, the untapped potential. All right, the unawakened kundalini. Because the snake is coiled at the bottom of your root down here. Right? And if you go to the earth chakra, the earth star chakra, is really way below your feet. Okay, it's actually having you to attach to the ground. So when you're meditating, starting to imagine roots like tree limbs starting to dig into the earth to go deeper to the core. If you're not doing this during your meditation, then you're not connecting to real magic. You're not connecting to the earth element. We gotta stop playing. To be honest, if I had to get through this divine justice, this divine love that's given to us, if I am speaking this out loud, my heart is now jittering as I say it. If I'm speaking this out loud, it means that my wounds no longer have priority over the collective suffering and what the people need. I hear lightning as I say that. My wound no longer has any bearings. Part of divine justice is I'm being asked to come off the bench by the gods to say, P, you must upgrade your level of discussion. You must step more into real life divinity. You must stop holding back that tongue and everything that I do know. I can no longer keep it in the space of only research, because other people need to understand how to play with this untapped energy. This is especially with my men getting aligned with the divine feminine energy. This is the significance of the oral head from a motherly figure or nurturing figure actually supplying me energy, supplying me a rejuvenation after such a long battle. Okay, triple Aries over here. When I tell you, as a Scorpio rising, and the fact that my Aries is in the Pisces degree, all my battles are all spiritual. Okay, my junk is all in the dream realm. I'm walking dream realm every night. There's not a single day that gets to go by that I get to get too many free days on the dream world. If anything, I have to make sure that I tell myself to pause, to realize I'm still in a human body and like I can't battle these things every night. I gotta trust my guides more so that I can just have a more restful sleep. I've been doing this all my life. I hear bells ringing right now. There goes the church, one of the biggest enemies, religion. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You see right now, I cut all my hair, but what did I leave? I left the hair right here. Why? Because my head spirals. My hair comes from this spiral and this center point right here, so why did I leave it? Why do they want black people to cut their hair? This is our roots, this is our power, this is our connection to Mother Earth. But I'm watching a church show last night. You look at the Red Paladins or the Red Crusaders during that time frame. What did they do? They cut exactly this part, exactly that part, because they don't have the connection to the melanin. They don't have the connection to the mother source root. Not at the same level, not the same capacity. Which is why they enslave the witches. Which is why they enslave the druids. Which is why they enslave the people, everybody that has more power than them. But Libra now here is now divine justice. It's balancing out all that nonsense. It's divine love for yourself. It's saying, look, I love myself too much to lie to you and act like I don't know what I know. To act like I don't practice telekinesis. To act like I'm not clairvoyant. To act like I can't control fire. I be sitting here playing with candles. I be like, make a fire start. Make a fire go off. Make a fire do exactly what I want. But this is the power of Aries, pyrokinesis. To control fire. And I had to be reminded about that from a freaking a Slyrack dragon. A red dragon from a dragon show. I had to be reminded about the fact that I control fire. Like what the fuck? Like why am I admiring like the monk in the Mongolian monk in the mountains when he starts a fire from absolutely nothing but his hands? Why am I admiring him? Because he's helping me remember that I'm a freaking pyrokinetic. Aries is the most primitive and raw. I don't give a fuck about what you think energy that exists out there. Everything that you hate about Kanye West is me, motherfucker. Like, I need to really step back into the fact Kanye West, one reason why do I admire him? Because he doesn't give a fuck. He speaks what is literally real, the truth to him. He speaks his truth. His thoughts are true to him. Why does he irritate so many people? Why does Michael Jordan irritate so many people in all of his greatness? Because he didn't give a fuck. What is different about Kobe? I had to go back and look at the astrology charts of Kobe Bryant. I looked at the astrology chart of Michael Jackson. I looked at the astrology chart of Michael Jordan. I looked at the astrology chart of freaking Kanye West. I looked at the astrology chart of Kendrick Lamar, first to win a Nobel Prize for music. And I was like, well, what is it about these people? What makes them so much of themselves? Right? Because none of them are Aries, and I'm sitting here as an actual Aries, so what makes them so much of themselves? Because Jupiter Aries Retrograde is asking us to look at these Aryan areas of our life. Now, for me, it's the first house is an Aries. If you have Venus in your Aries house, you have Venus in Aries, then it's going to be your first house of your Venus. That'll be your Aries. Or if it's the 10th house of your career, that's when you're being primitive in your career, like not giving a fuck in your career. And I went back and I looked at all of these things, and this is the divine justice. Now, I was coming through research. Why? Because I'm still a Scorpio rising. So, like, Scorpio with the Libra energy is getting hit by the 12th house. Some part of me wants to slow down and actually allow to see if you can actually digest this message. Another part of me is like, I can no longer care. In some ways, it's like, yes, I want to be the best teacher that I possibly can be, which means that I need you to engage. But then I also have to realize that there are certain people out there who are advanced, who know what they're talking about. I can't pretend and not challenge myself by babying and holding your hand too much. I gotta say what's up when it's what's up. And recognize that, look, you might not get the message on the day of. You might not ever give me the praise while I'm alive. But I have to speak this shit now. It's a must. No holds barred. Because some 14-year-old kid who I don't know is going to watch this video one day and they're going to have mad questions about, Mom, what the hell's going on? Mom's going to be like, go to church. And his kid's going to be like, Mom, that has ended back in 2022, you know? And then 14-year-old kid's going to be like, whatever. He's going to go to YouTube. And if I was being anything less than my authentic self, anything less than my authentic ego, anything less than my primitive abilities, anything less than all of the cosmic understanding and the knowledge that I have, anything less. Not talking about pyrokinesis because it's weird. Not talking about clairvoyancy. Not talking about telekinesis, and I see people and I know people that do this. Not talking about candle magic. Not talking about kundalini energy or sexual energy and how it's used. The snake energy, how to unlock this creative potential energy. Then I'm wrong. I'm not doing my job. I'm not fulfilling my dharma. And this card is really asking us to get to that dharma. The owl is asking us to use our wisdom and our knowledge to get to that dharma. And this card, as the follow-up energy, is asking, what would it look like? I'm going to ask you this question now. What would life look like If you woke up this Kundalini sexual energy, what would your life look like if you woke up your Kundalini sexual energy? What would life look like if I allowed that feminine motherly energy who gave me oral sex in my dream life, like, what would life look like if I allowed her to nurture me? If I allow the wounds that I've taken to my own masculine energy as a male in a society that does not support divine masculine energy, it supports bitch-assness, okay? The world does not support divine masculine energy. It supports bitch-assness. Because divine masculine energy cannot be tamed. Divine masculine energy looks at those looking to taunt it to be tamed, and it tames the attempted tamer. Divine masculine energy does that. And then divine feminine energy surrenders and recognizes, wow, I did my best to tame you, and I failed. I did my best to tame you, and I surrender, because it's not a failure. So I want to take that back. It's not a failure. It's not a failure. I want to take that back. It is exactly the opposite. It is a victory. It is divine justice. Divine justice is masculine energy, feminine energy getting in balance. Not like this. Not like this. Imbalanced. Now, that can only happen if we're willing to rattle and shake relationship dynamics so that we can better feel like we're honoring and supporting our primitive self. Libra, the moon in Libra, will know and understand the expectations of the next person, and they won't act on what they know they need to do instinctually. Libra ignores its instinct all the time. Aries is instinct. Libra is thought. Okay, Libra is calculated thought. If anything, Libra is a calculated risk. Because Aries takes risk, but Libra takes calculated risk. Aries does not take calculated risk. Aries takes the instinctual risk. It takes the risk that it just feels in its heart and its gut right now. Libra takes the risk that actually it thinks about and finds a method to the madness after it already got data from Virgo, where it has all the data and it's purifying the data. It's actually cleansing the data. So this asks you to basically get a meditation teacher or yoga teacher. It tells you that you got to make haste when you see this card because there's not much more time to waste. When you're out of balance, you start and stop a lot of things. So take a vote in the chat. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up in the comments. All right, hit the thumbs up. Help your boy out. Are you starting and stopping a lot of projects? Mercury in Libra is going to allow you to actually organize all of that in a very clear and masculine focus. It's going to allow you to get directed. It's going to allow you to balance out the things that were slipping in your life. Because once you get in balance, you're now feeling prosperous, creative, and charismatic, which is Libra. Kundalini yoga or Kundalini breathwork is how you do it. Now, the energy we got from here are these two. Okay, let me check your chat. The water card is coming to cleanse. This is the dream last night. Now I had more dreams, but this is the only one that seems to matter right now. Hey, what's going on, Shireen? Hey, I got Shireen on Friday. All right. I just made her, she's one of the people I was talking about. I sent out 4 flyers. Shireen's going to help us understand astral dreams, the astral world, how to interpret your dreams. So she just started up a channel. After Friday, I'll drop her links. I'll let y'all know what's up. Chrissy controlling the weather, that's dope. I like that, I appreciate that. Thank you, because I don't want to do all that. Can you explain the Virgo little secret? I popped in a little later. So my Virgo little secret is what you want to type in your email list, because I sent the email. And that's the best I can tell you right now. Type in my little Virgo secret in your email, and you're going to see what are my Virgo little secret, okay? Only the people on my email list is getting that on the back door. That's the email list for anybody coming in new. I see 18 votes already. Looks like the majority of people are loving the energy. That's great. Looks like a lot of people are feeling balanced in their relationships. That's great. Queen of Swords. Today was a day where it's like emotions were getting pushed to the side, because it's like, look, you can't go through deep emotional healing for yourself if you're trying to heal the emotions of the others. If you're trying to interpret the dreams of somebody else. If you're trying to, focus on the deep emotional healing that person's required to do on their own. Today, the energy in the moon with Libra was looking at everything and seeing clearly what is all the things happening at play. How do you balance out you, yourself, and other people who are operating with you? It was a moment to take all that together. Sorry, I just got a message. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. That's not important right now. Now things are coming in an organized fashion. Thank you. You just really helped that out. Things are coming in an organized fashion. And a lot of that is, honestly, this is the card I'm getting. Creation energy right now. If you want to create effectively and fluidly right now, you're going to need water. You need more water than you think you do, because Mars and Gemini's actions are so scattered, it's so all over the place, that for drinking water, using your hands, Gemini, the hands, to drink water and hydrate the lungs, Gemini is the lungs. Come on now. Are you hip? Are you with me? 80% of your lungs is water. Are you understanding? Are you hip? Are you with me? 80% of your lungs is water. So you gotta drink water right now. You gotta use your hands, literally drink water. Keep yourself mentally occupied. Keep yourself physically occupied. Keep your hands moving almost all day long, doing something. Gotta do it. If you do not supply aqua and hydration to the lungs right now, the amount of speaking that you need to do, and I'm gonna get ready to look at the astrology chart for just a moment, all right? Because Mars is in Gemini. But it keeps squaring Virgo. Because Virgo is so close. Virgo's going to eventually run faster, I think. All right, it's at 6 degrees Sun in Virgo, squaring 5 degrees Mars. So what this is saying is, like, our within our romances, within the people that we love and the people we want to show love to, we're having to learn how to look at what we're sharing, what is how we're sharing our workspace, how we're sharing, our routines, and what routines are we saying, look, you know what, I'm doing yoga. Yoga's not for you. If you do yoga, you got to do yoga on your own. Like, yoga is my time. We're having to learn how to do that. And we have to learn how to say, look, I need time to create and work on my email list, but I need you to do the email list with me. So where can we match this time together? And then you're saying, but in this area, I need to take walks alone. I need to go and make sure that I'm at some point of the day walking on my own and going to meet other people outside of our intimate relationship. And so a lot of that is on the day-to-day. Right now, the square is, how are you working every single day in conjunction with your intimate partner? Where are you coming together to look at your joint finances and understand, what do we need to do? What needs to get cut? What needs to get adjusted financially? All right, so that I can give more energy to creative time and effort to be myself in the most creative ways. This is a lot of the snake energy and how you're going to gain the fortune of the white owl, which is Lakshmi, okay? Shakti is the divine feminine energy, working up that sacral and that sexual energy and expanding it up your spine. Okay, so that'd be fire breathing. That's one great way. Fuck, I just got high. I got higher on the breath. Okay, that's one great way to work up your Shakti, your sexual energy, divine feminine energy, to get through these clarity parts, to do the heart healing, the deep wound healing. Okay, but you got to get it up to the head, and that's the challenge. Why? Because Aries is the head. So you have to get it to the department of Aries, and that's how you're going to expand. I expand, okay, Jupiter, I expand through the head, Aries, okay, through the head, Aries. I expand by working that sexual energy. Aries is the base of the energy, right? Expanding that sexual masculine energy up to the head and a feminine energy, the Shakti, to get it to the third eye, the snake. When I get that energy to the snake, I now see clearly. I see the truth, all right? I see the truth. I don't need to open my third eye, and this is one way you can open your third eye. Well, I don't need to close my third eye, which is just go down. I don't need to do these things. Because I've worked my kundalini, my sexual energy is awakened. I'm already untapped and awakened with my sexual energy and potential. And if you already have been doing that breath work, kundalini yoga, okay, it doesn't have to just be fire breathing. It could be all kinds of breath. That's how you get into fortune. That's how you get into Lakshmi, okay, which is the wife of Vishnu. That's the life of the creator. Vishnu is the creator in Hindu culture, right? So she was the one bringing the fortune, right? The feminine energy, the feminine fortune, which is receptivity. Getting our feminine energy aligned, one of the best parts is when you breathe that air up your kundalini is what? You're bringing divine justice to yourself in the relationship with others, but how? Because one person's on the focus and the purpose and direction, and the next person in the feminine energy, or even if within yourself, is magnetizing, is attracting, is being receptive, it's supporting the masculine direction. If you're bringing those masculine and feminine counterparts together, which is Gemini, the masculine and the feminine, Gemini and Mars and Gemini, which is the light and the dark. Masculine and Gemini, the shadow and the light. Mars and Gemini, okay, that's all that energy. If you're doing that, then you're focusing very well on the creation energy, which is the water. Creation is 3, right? The divinity, the Holy Trinity, Horus, Set, Isis in Egyptian culture, all right? Masculine, feminine, divinity back in the middle, the triangle, okay? Everything comes in 3s. In order to better access that creativity right now, you got to drink a lot of water, you got to take more showers, you got to get in the lake. Because that's going to help Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, that's going to help it to dissolve the grand illusions around who am I? Who is my most primitive and raw, unique self? How will I heal and cleanse my individuality wounds? The wounds that I suffered in the youngest of birth from an infant to 2 years old because my parents were already insecure. This is one of the things I have to recognize for myself. Both my parents have Chiron in Aries. I'm like, well, damn, how does that affect me as an Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries Mercury? How does that affect my identity? Both my parents, that whole generation of people has Chiron in Aries. They all have the wounded self. How does that affect me as an Aries? Oh, crap, now we asking the right questions. Okay, so now the deep wounding can begin. Now the oral sex dream can start to reveal that I'm healing, that I didn't properly heal with my heartbreaks. I didn't properly heal with the betrayals in my life. I didn't properly heal the wounds. I was avoiding it through helping everyone else with their suffering. So now it's like, hey, in order for you to go through this myself, I need you to take a break and learn how to better balance the relationship you are in with other people and realize it is not your job to heal their wounds. It's my job more to heal the collective. I have Scorpio 12th house. I'm a collective healer. I'm a collective healer. I'm a collective healer. All right? As long as Cancer 8th house, natal. So I heal my own feelings. I heal myself in the intimate relationship. And by me doing that, that is me bringing the masculine approach, bringing the masculine direction of myself as an Aries. Because I'm embracing the feminine healing and nurturing that I require to do myself. I am a self-healer for myself, and I'm a healer for the collective, which means I'm not healing the people I'm loving or dating. That's not my job. So part of Chiron in Aries and those deep wounds and those divine justices, the divine love I'm giving back to myself, this whole message, while the moon is in Libra, getting ready, sometime in my sleep, probably in my dreams again, all right? My dreams have been prolific. I've been on fucking fire. I'm like, yup, taking notes in the morning, baby. Go ahead and reveal my magic. Reveal everything. I want to know all my secrets. Scorpio rising right here. Scorpio 12th house right here. All right. I love getting deeper into my own secrets. I love learning about myself. I love learning new stuff. So the transits are now supporting me to do that. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to show up in the most raw and authentic way. You know, I've been like facing lately, like, man, what is challenging me, right? Like my biggest goals, I've hit them. I've hit my biggest goals. So now it's like I have a little bit of an absent-mindedness. This is my 12th house in Libra, right? Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moons. All you going through 12th house right now in Libra, Mercury in Libra, and the moon in Libra. So what's that mean? I'm over here like Ray Charles, you know, Georgia. I'm waking up. I'm like, what's my purpose? Like, how is it evolving? Where do I go? And a lot of it is about really taking more time to do some personal healing, some more emotional healing, recognizing that as much as I did in Cancer season, healing is not linear. I had to take a little break. I had to step back into the career. And I was like, okay, step back out of the career. Now you got to basically surrender and let go of the desires, the passions that I think I want, and realize that I got more divine things on the way. The divine guidance is right here. It's on the way. And that's the cleansing. All right. So what does that bring? That brings the initiation. That brings the initiation. That brings the fire. But the fire works well with what? What does the fire work well with? With the air. The moon is in Libra. Mercury is in Libra. Aquarius is in Saturn. Saturn is in Aquarius. Right? Mars is in Gemini. Okay, we got the ignition. We got the fire. Great. So what this is about is the story of Prometheus stealing the fire from Zeus. And Zeus is just like, yo, Prometheus, I'm going to eat your liver out every single day. And in your sleep overnight, I'm going to allow you to regenerate your liver. Prometheus is like, dang, son, like, I know I took your precious fire and gave it to the humans, but the humans were these feeble little creatures. Like, they don't even have fur to protect them from the cold. They don't even have teeth so that they can bite through the meat. It's all raw. And Zeus is like, Prometheus, I'm going to make an example of you because you snuck into my hearth, you snuck into my home, you stole my fire, and my fire was precious. So I'm going to make an example of you for the other gods, so the other gods don't believe that everybody can initiate without my green light, without my permission. And that's how Libra is really activating Chiron in Aries right now. It's activating Jupiter Retrograde in Aries right now. Right now it's activating that. How? Because it's saying, look, you no longer need permission from somebody else. You don't need to take emotional permission from somebody else to do what is instinctual and what feels good and what is a basic want, need, and desire for yourself. You don't need to go ask your mom. You don't need to go ask your girlfriend. You don't need to go ask your husband. Can I do this thing that feels natural and instinctual to my own personality, to my basic needs, to my basic desires? It's more like, actually, no, I understand that you have power, but so do I. So I'm making a personal decision to share this power in this way. And that's what this card, this initiation, is basically saying. Do not take it granted. Do not underappreciate what has been given to you from the gods. Because other gods have suffered in order to give us some of these basic needs of human and mankind. Without fire, we would have not progressed as a society, as a man, as a woman, as a culture, as a civilization. We would never have progressed. So what this is basically saying, Virgo season, Virgo is all about appreciation and service. Virgo season is saying, hey, look, you have initiation energy in the sky because you got air and fire. You got Venus and Leo. You got Aries and Chiron, you got Jupiter in Aries, you got fire. And now we also going to give you the moon in Libra, wind. We're going to give you Mercury in Libra for a month, wind. We're going to give you Mars in Gemini and air for 7 months, wind. Wind and fire together is absolutely unstoppable. Very tough to manage, very tough to control, but the sun in Virgo is doing what? It's allowing us to organize everything chaotic that the fire and the wind in combination creates. Yo, are y'all understanding this channel that's coming through right now? Are you understanding? Because this is not a game, it's not a joke, it's not close to it. I'm not on here speaking this in the way that I'm speaking for my own health. What's up, Shadow Self? Good to see you. One of my favorite activities, celebrate for 6 months. Yep, powerful, powerful. Celibacy is the most powerful thing we can do as humans because it helps to retrain, rectify, and balance out and purify all of the negative energies, whether women or men, that you slept with. If you slept with a killer, guess what? That's not good. You're taking on somebody or a demon, taking on the spirit. If you slept with a thief, okay, guess what? That's not good. You're taking on that particular energy. Even if you slept with a spiritual guru, let's just say for example, but you're not ready to receive the power of being a leader in the spiritual space, a leader in the space of spirituality, in the space of tarot. If you weren't ready, okay, for that initiation, for that firepower, then guess what? You're still gonna burn out. Because whoever, if that person was real, that spiritual guru was real, sure they want a thief, sure they want a liar, sure they want a killer, but they also are what they were. So now that they put that energy into you, if you were not prepared for it, you're going to be forced to let go. And so will they. But this is the balancing, this is the purification. The reason why it was important to tell you about the story about Prometheus is because Prometheus got his liver eaten out every single day by Zeus's ego. The ego was another a symbol of fire and mixed with air. Okay, and my animal tarot deck. It's another fire and air mixture. So the eagle is the highest air element in my deck. It's the bird that flies highest in the sky and then swoops down and takes whatever the fuck it wants, right? It's like Big Dawn Diggity in the sky. Who's bigger than the ego, at least in this time frame, because there's no more pterodactyls, right? Thank you for the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. So what am I saying? The liver is Libra. The liver is Libra. The liver is Libra. So the liver is how we purify the toxins after Virgo basically shits and poops everything out of the rectus, out the anus. Virgo gets rid of that through the small intestines, but Libra is now the filtration system of the water. It filters the water. So if you're drinking nasty water, water that's polluted, water that's contaminated, water that's not alkalized and has an alchemical process that's healthy for your body and what needs to be taken in. If it's not healthy for the 80% of water that your lungs are, which is Gemini, the lungs are Gemini, you're not going to be able to speak your thoughts, your message, your creativity, and sell it, Gemini sales, third house, in a creative, curious, and unique way. I hope y'all really taking in the game that I'm putting in right now. Your guru is stupid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank you for those thumbs up. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Luana? I see you, girl. I'm not gonna lie, Guru is stupid. Guru is dumb. But I also had to learn to speak the language of the people because people are going through spiritual ascensions. They are going through spiritual awakening. And they do need to understand the terminology. We also all need to understand how to make our own differentiations between spiritual leader, between guru, between life path 11, between a shaman, between a channel. To be honest, they're all the same, okay? Between your divine intuition, they're all the same. like I said, this was black pepper, turmeric, cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper beginning to open up the blood vessels so that pure, clean oxygen can be transported as the water helps the transportation process from the heart up into the mind, where the mind needs oxygen in order to function, in order to think, in order to have thoughts, in order to develop ideas, because your mind has your left brain and your right brain, it has your feminine creative and your masculine logic. Without the water, you're going to suffocate and dehydrate the mind. So you're not going to create anything. You're not going to attract anything either if the feminine energy is out of balance mentally because your mind is dehydrated. So cayenne will help open up the blood vessels as well as help you with the digestion of all of the emotions that were once unconscious that are now coming conscious. You digest that in your gut, in your belly. That's Cancer. The lemon will help to alkalize the water for all the sweat that you went throughout the day, even if you were just sweating in your office or the AC because you had your armpits in some freaking work suit that really doesn't fit you, or your nuts were sweating because you were sitting in traffic and your AC was broken, right? All that you sweating out, you got to get those electrolytes back in. So the lemon now helps that. The black pepper, in combination with the turmeric, is creating a more synergistic bond. We all know this. So the ways in which your mind inflames from either over-talking or overthinking or over-studying or overworking or over-arguing with a romantic partner because you're talking Libra, with a business partner because you're talking Libra. Or because you're eating so crappy, or you're eating more than what your body can burn off at a faster rate that your body can burn it. Virgo is getting overworked in the small intestine, so you now have your poop backed up. Water's helping the constipation, so that you can actually filter through. What does water then help? Why did I put a tea bag in here? Arnica tea bag, more inflammation. Because tea is a diuretic and that helps you pee and urinate faster, which means what? Everything Libra related will have a cleaner filtration system. So guess what? If your physical body is not having to overwork because you're helping it to use this diuretic of tea, now you get to use it for the positive. And that's how we get to come back to the owl, the fortune. Because the divine wisdom, the divine feminine energy, it can only do so much. You can only activate so much if your physical body is suffering. If your physical body is suffering, if I'm fat and I'm obese and I'm overweight, or I'm constipated and I can't poop, or I'm drunk as hell and I'm hungover every other day, Libra, the liver, has to overwork. Just like Prometheus in the story, Prometheus' liver got eaten out every single day. So what does that mean? Excuse me. He never got to have a fully functioning liver ever since he gave humans fire. Now what happens if you go through kidney failure? Because I think Libra is the kidneys as well. Which means what? If you're not drinking enough water, once again, you're going to go through kidney failure. You're going to be on dialysis. You're going to have diabetes because water is helping to transport the sugar that you've eaten throughout the day, whether from a donut or freaking sour gummy worms or a freaking cake, whatever had sugar, okay? Some artificial soda and juice. If you can't drink enough water, guess what? The water is not going to filter through the body, through your kidneys, and get the sugar, the excess sugar, back out of your urine system. So what does that mean? Now you're diabetic. If you're diabetic, guess what? You have less power to your spiritual power. Somebody just about to pass out as I said this. I feel your energy. I'm not taking it. Your energy is yours and my energy is mine. Your energy is yours and my energy is mine. I'm not taking that. Try to pass me out. You pass out. The Body Keeps Score. Yeah, it's a good book. Man, I'm charged up right now. Thank you for those thumbs up. Go ahead and help your boy out. If you're fresh, if you're new on here, I want you to engage. Ask me some questions in the chat, because I'm probably gonna have to get ready to end this transmission because my mind is percolating right now. I did a lot today. Good time to say anything in the chat that you want or you need to know. I got 2 more lives coming up this week. One on Wednesday with a woman from the UK. She's primarily working with women only, helping the divine feminine woman, helping them to get back to, you know, self-care and aftercare. Not just taking care of yourself now, but taking care of yourself after. All right, working into the new care. So I just made that flyer today. I got Chiron on Friday, the Astro Dream Specialist. I look to bring more and more people on my channel to share their gifts. Don't pass out. Yo, I feel you. I'm feeling it. All right. So here's the last card that I didn't show you yet. It's because I didn't eat. I'm in a fasted state. These chips I ate a long time ago. But that's why the message is coming through so clear, because I'm in a fasted state. So don't project your emotions at me from the other side of the screen. Just type it in the chat, all right? Don't be selfish. So definitely hit the thumbs up. Thank you for hitting that like button. It's the last card I got for you today. And this concludes the message. There was one more, but this is less for you. This is more personal for other people. Everybody take a breath with me, because the head tension on this live right now is too much. Everybody take a deep breath for me. Just take it slow, take it soft, take it quiet. And just open your mouth and let the air escape. Don't exhale. Like you're blowing school bus mist on a window, so you can draw some hearts for divine love for yourself. I want you to visualize yourself drawing some hearts on a school bus misted window. Inhale, soft. Notice my chest doesn't move. Notice you can't hear me breathing. And then let it go. Just open your mouth and let the air escape on its own. Notice how quickly your heart slows down. Okay, thank you. Cause I was about to pass out with y'all. Shit. So, the camel can handle absolutely anything, as it carries a wealth of nourishment within this wondrous creature, is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease, even in the face of extreme heat or excessive heat, which can relate to judgment or anger. So Libra understands the instinctual judgment of others up front, and because of that, to avoid the conflict of that, it already saw it, okay, before you were even aware of it in your unconscious manners and ways that you were being judgmental. Hit the thumbs up, help your boy out. Hit the thumbs up, help your boy out. Hit the thumbs up, help your boy out. That it oftentimes sacrifices itself. So the camel searches inside for the cool elixir, internal work, for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. Which means that it doesn't really, in its high power, it's not shifting from the external pressure of the expectations that others have of it. And instead, it makes sure that it creates harmony and balance within itself. 111. Gang, I saw another one, that's 1111. I've been seeing a lot of 1111 lately. Be mindful of what you're manifesting. Manifest with a clear masculine energy. And 17 people on here, hit the thumbs up and engage in the chat. Ask me questions. What do you want to know? So the camel gets the cool elixir of water from within itself to calm a situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance. And in this instance, this is fire and water. What did I literally grab? I can't make this up. This is water. This is fire. What's up, dude?
How you doing?
All right. And this is why the camel came out very clear for us. Because it can easily balance those two opposites of fire and water. Balance. Libra. Balance. It is being responsible for one's own reactions. All right. What's up, Lily? How's the best way to balance a woman's needs? That's a great question. You asked the right question on the right transit with Mercury in Libra. I'm going to answer that, and I'm going to say thank you. So this is about being responsible for your own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveler, and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. This has been kind of coming up for me. Like, I feel like, man, I just signed a lease for 3 months here, and like, it's funny because today I was having that feeling of like, man, I feel like I could hop on a plane tomorrow and just be on the other side of the world just because I want to be, and that's kind of how I'm feeling. So when you're out of balance, you're feeling dehydrated. Oh my God, I love this. I can't make this up. I told you, drink water right now. And you're lacking vitality. If you're in balance, you're feeling calm, content, and you have a sparkle in the eye. To bring into balance, go on a pilgrimage. Now, what I want to say as well is like, don't knock wearing sunshades if you live public, especially a public and spiritually open lifestyle. Let's say your channels are open for a lot of people. I've been finding a lot of benefit from wearing glasses because when I even gaze through a camera, even when I'm not on live, even when I'm not on camera, people are gazing at my eyes. And I had to learn that I need sunglasses to help reinforce the block almost, so that if anything, I can see you, I can feel you. But it's about this camel disengaging from the reactions of you and only understanding how to act off the expectations, not even expectations, but not the expectations of you, but rather the expectations of me. And become my own animal, right? Become my own beast. When I was studying the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kanye West, like that's ultimately what the one thing they had in common was. They kept fighting against themselves. They kept outracing themselves. They kept improving themselves. They kept challenging themselves. Because no one outside of me can ever challenge me enough for me to be the best version of me. And that's the Chiron deep wound healing. You're no longer seeking that from the next. All right, let's answer your question. Let me see what you said. All right, here we go. Lily, excuse me. Damn, I just ate the powder on the bottom. I was out of water and I ate all the powder part. Not good. all the bottom powder of the turmeric and the cayenne. I need liquid. Best way to balance a man and woman's needs. The best way to balance a man and woman's needs is to know what those needs are of yourself. Now, when I say know those needs of yourself, I'm talking, oh, I got bit by a mosquito. It's that time. Time to get in the house. The boys is coming. The rain already came. They coming. So the first question I have for you, Lily, is do you know your own needs in your relationship? Do you know what you need in your own relationship? Or are you expecting and depending on your partner to know your needs without you communicating them? So that's the first question. Depending on how that answer comes out, you'll get to the next step. It'll be the next step. Now let's just sit there and say, on a hypothetical on both sides, if you know and you don't know. That way I don't have to put you on the spot. And Lily, I don't know if I saw you in the community before, but welcome. Everybody please do welcome Lily. All right, I don't know if I saw her name before, so definitely want to encourage people to speak up. So everybody just go ahead and drop some hearts. You don't even have to say anything in text. Just drop a couple hearts just to show that you support the people that are watching. Even if you see this on replay, drop some hearts, some different colors. Give me some white hearts, some black hearts, some red hearts, some purple hearts, some blue hearts. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I think I see Shireen. Throw out that divine love, that divine justice. All right. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Luana. Now, if you know your needs, I think the question was, how do you balance those needs? Do you read charts? Yes, I do, Lily. I read charts. I have my link. It's funny because today was one of those days where I was like, P, you're going to need your link handy. And so I have it handy. Something my guys told me is like, somebody's going to need a reading, have your link ready. That's just super funny. So Hades Bruja is my other account, Lily. So this is me. This is my store where I sell my own jewelry. So be on that. I am Hades Bruja. All right, you see that in the chat. You can book a link there. Now, if I look at your actual question, which is what I was looking for. How is the best way to balance a man and a woman's need? So the best way is to understand your own chart. So for me, for example, okay, I have Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Mercury. These are masculine energies in my chart, right? But then I know that I have a Mars in Cancer, for example. So this is a feminine energy in my chart. Okay, so but Mars is the ruler of my Aries. So the fact that Cancer is in that placement, I have to, my masculine energy has to respond to a feminine presence. So it's about understanding how to balance what does my feminine mother in my own chart of Mars and Cancer need? When is she overbearing? When is she becoming overprotective? Okay, which is one of the negative sides of Cancer, becoming overprotective, overly concerned, not balancing out the nurture that she gives and allowing that boy, that little boy of Aries, to go out and roam, right? To go out and explore, to go out and play with the instinct, play with the risk, because Cancer is like risk adverse. Right? So Cancer is like, nah, like I'm not trying to take risk at all. I want to actually stay with the things that I'm familiar with. I want to stay with the things that I can predict. And Aries is one of the most unpredictable signs. So it's like learning how that masculine energy of Aries and that feminine energy of Aries within myself works and it plays together. That's how you, that's the best way to balance out the masculine and the feminine needs. Because that is, again, within yourself. So if your boyfriend's name, let's just say, is Brian, this has something to do about how to balance out Brian's needs. This is everything to do with how does Lily balance out Lily's masculine and feminine within herself. How do I myself, Pernell Bobby, balance out my masculine and my feminine within myself? How do I implement the fact that I'm a Scorpio rising, another feminine energy? What impact does that have? Okay, with Mars being the ruler again of another feminine presence being Scorpio. How is my Aries then impacted? How does the male support the female there? And they have to understand each other. You need to understand those for yourself. That's where like getting a reading would really help you benefit. In my personal opinion, helping you understand how the masculines and the feminines respond, react, and behave in relation with each other. Because that's what this, what the fuck? Like, I'm like tripping out right now. Like, I really hope everybody is listening to what the fuck I'm saying, because for some reason, there's this threat energy that I'm feeling, and it's coming for people, okay? People are getting ready to get gobbled up. This is one of those talks where, like, I feel like I need to remind people that, you got 144. And when I really looked at it, and one day I was playing with this idea in this thought, and it's like that 144 reduces to 12, and it goes right back to the zodiac, goes right back to, like, how everything goes back into 3 again. So it's like the divine feminine, divine masculine within itself. Masculine, feminine, 1, 2, dumbed together equate to the fucking divinity. Okay, so your question is less about, Brian or Jerome or Amy or Rebecca, who you're dating. It's more about how are you dating the masculine, how are you marrying the masculines and the feminines in your own chart. That will better reflect and attract the feminine. Will then attract. If the masculine can then get clear on, well, where am I going and why am I going there, then the feminine within your chart will say, well, this is what's going to best support your direction, Mr. Man, within myself. This is what's going to best nurture your direction, Mr. Man, within myself, going in this direction for this reason. This is what's going to better magnetize and attract and support and be receptive. These are the people most receptive to your mission, to your purpose, the masculine energy. This is what it's about. Then when you do that within yourself, okay, you marry those masculine feminine yourself, you're going to automatically, just magically attract exactly the external male who will look like you need him to look, who will act the way you've been waiting for, who will treat you like the queen you deserve to be, but all of that has to happen for yourself. You have to treat yourself like that queen, right? You got to treat yourself how you want to act with others, right? How you want others to act towards you. You gotta behave ritualistically and eat the foods that you really want to eat, not expect the next person to say, hey, here's how I eat. Why don't you come along and eat like a vegan how I eat? You gotta get there on your own if that's what it is for you. Or maybe it's a complete mix of a hybrid. It's like, look, 80% of what I eat is vegan, 10% is vegetarian, and that last 10%, I fucking eat meat whenever I want, but it's 10% of the time. When you figure that out for yourself, then you're gonna attract the needs of yourself, the desires and the wants that you have for yourself. And that is energetically going to match exactly the same image for your counterpart. I hope that helped, baby girl. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for the thumbs up. All right. I don't even know. Yeah. Okay. All happens within first. Cool. So, Lily, give me a thumbs up if you resonate, if you vibe with that, if you heard me. I hope so. And that looks like my day. If I see nothing else in the chat, I'm going to go. This is my message for the Libra room. Because these mosquitoes are starting to eat me. They're starting to eat me. I got one on my thigh, got one on my foot. This is not the right time to be outside. They are heavy. Yeah. Shit, I think I need to go get me a taco. I'm hungry. All right. I don't see nothing else coming in. It looks like that's it. Ladies and gents, okay, wait, we got something. Absolutely. To be honest, I'm in a completely open time frame of my life. So, there's been times where I've been in such demand that I had to close my calendar. That is not the time. Oh, this mosquito bite is huge. It went right through my jeans, you motherfucker. That's not the time right now in my life. Right now, I'm in 12th house for Scorpio. And that is you might likely have some Scorpio placements, and if you do, this is literally one of the biggest people that I cater to. Scorpios. This is my gift. As a Scorpio, I have Scorpio 12th house. It's I basically have to surrender to everything Scorpio 12th house for other people and serve. So if you had a Scorpio moon, I'm serving your emotions, I'm serving your private life. I saw you, you motherfucker. All right, it's time to go, Lily, but like I said, this is mine. I don't know where Scorpio is. I just feel like Scorpio was one of the things that, for some reason, I'm feeling the call. I knew before I got on the call, somebody was going to ask, and I swear to God, I knew it, and move. Jesus, you got me enough, homie. No more blood. Damn it. Now, when you're paranoid, you just need to take a shower. I've seen it too many times. Hey, look, this is it. If you have any questions, what I want to say is you don't have to necessarily just book right away. What you can do is, oh my God, I just saw another one go across my face. I'm going to give you my WhatsApp right here. So definitely just hit my WhatsApp. And then you can just hit my WhatsApp, Lily, ask questions. Come informed. This is not something you have to just book and you don't have access to me unless you book. It's not that simple. It's not that sweet. It's not that serious. Ask questions, see if it's actually right for you. Understand that a relationship is between two people. So you're not just booking me because you need something. It's like I'm also looking to see like if I really want to work with you. And I say that with respect. I say that with honestly just clarity, because I don't want to take on everybody for a reading. I'm not here to hold somebody's hand. I'm here to get results. I'm here to actually serve and work with people in a way that's effective. All right. I don't like to dallygag. I like to get results. So if you're really ready to get results, that's why you should then book. If not, then don't book. Period. I'd rather stay absent-minded in my own magical world, if that's the case. But, ooh, yeah, they got me. I'm itching. Ooh, bro. I'm out. I love you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Mosquitoes have won the day. They got me.